The world is a big place, far bigger than we often give credit. It only seems small because generally we choose to visit the same places or explore the same trails. Once you get out to a new area, one you never heard about before, the size of the outdoors becomes a reality. That's what I found today when I set out from Nephi, Utah, west toward the Nevada border. I followed the Pony Express Overland Stage Trail, and I passed through hours worth of empty lands that ended up at one incredible small town with mountains that seem completely out of place. This is Callao, an historic ranching community in the shadow of the Deep Creek Mountains. A city so small, the names of the individual residents can be found on the welcome sign. History and adventure go back to the early days of Western settlement in Callao, and in a lot of ways, the lifestyle out here hasn't changed much in 100 years. These mountains and their rugged rock outcrops have defined existence here and called to explorers looking to try something new.
A lot of people don't know about it. I was thinking about that on my way out here today, and that's probably a good thing because it would probably there'd be a crowd if they knew what the Deep Creek Mountain was really like. We'd see a lot more people out here than we really have. But for those of us who come out here and love it, and for the people who live here, it's very important. For recreation, for those of us who know the area, there's good hunting, both elk and deer. It's a beautiful mountain to be on. There's areas up there that are every bit as pretty as Mount Nebo or Timpanogos or the other mountains that most of us know about.
Historically, there were mines up in some of those canyons that don't operate today, but there are cattle that run up there. Certainly hunters have gone up there through the years. Those are resources, access to water points, irrigation diversion sites, and those were all absolutely critical to the development of this area.
Callao was one of the main stops on the old Pony Express. Before heading onto the mountain, rancher Don Anderson gave me a tour of the old outpost, which is still standing on his land, and that he's more than willing to show off upon request. It's like a snapshot of history in the middle of nowhere.
Okay, this room has been left pretty much intact, so it has a lot of different artifacts in it. I mean, look at this. It's an old catcher's mitt. That is incredible. The Comprehensive Standard Dictionary. Let's see what we got in here. Gurgle. Gully. Seems pretty standard. Oh, is that from like a telephone pole or something? Like an old pole?
Yeah, insulators.
It's always in fashion to shop Sears.
After enjoying a tactile look at history, Juab County Commissioner Byron Woodland leads me into the Deep Creek Mountains. We set out through Granite Canyon and up to some of the overlooks that give you a good idea of what this landscape has to offer. The rocks feel like something out of the Grand Tetons, but here they are as we drive our 4x4s higher into the canyons. These roads have been the lifeblood of ranchers for over a century, and today they take us into a little visited world of beauty and majesty that few people have ever experienced. The last few years have brought conflicts concerning the roads in this part of the West. Discussions for actually turning the area into federal wilderness became more and more frequent. Land closures loomed, while ranchers and recreationists banded together with community leaders to keep trails open.
It's really only accessible by ATV or hiking, or, when those roads were closed down, the only way you could get into it was hiking or on horses. When you get to be my age, it'd be pretty hard for me just to hike in there. But to have access to an ATV or a Jeep or a truck and be able to drive in there, that's pretty important. So those roads are, not only for the ranchers who live out here and run cattle out there, but it's important for us to be able to, for guys like myself, to be able to go out there and visit that area and be able to get access to it.
But I do appreciate the interaction between the state and the federal government on how the issues have been resolved, and some of these roads have been retained within the use of the public and not closed down to us for whatever use that we might have for those roads.
Now, with the disputes ended and the roads open, the invitation is here to come and explore this out-of-the-way spot. There are camping areas near the mouth of Granite Canyon and Tom's Creek for those who want to spend a few days exploring, or you can make a day trip from Nephi and stay in the city. Either way, you're going to find something truly new in this big outdoor world we call home.
I love it out here. To me, it's beautiful. My wife says, what's beautiful about it? But for me, it's a beautiful place to be. And I enjoy the openness of it. I enjoy being able to come out here and see the animals that are out here. It's something that I really enjoy. I come out here every chance I get. If somebody says, let's go to the desert, I'm always ready.
And after today, so am I. For At Your Leisure, I'm Steven.
Hey guys, if you liked that video, you're going to want to watch all of our other AYL videos. You're going to want to like it, you're going to want to share it, and you're going to want to subscribe, right? See all the buttons right here? This is what you're going to want to do, right? Click on them, because we have some really cool videos, all kinds of behind the scenes stuff, bloopers of Alicia crashing and stuff.
Why are you going to sell me out like that, Steven?
So you want to click all of these things and subscribe to our channel, because At Your Leisure is awesome, and we'll see you here for more videos.